Welcome, Dr. Sri Duri Suryanarayana Garu.
Thank you, sir.
And
Good evening.
it's a long-awaited program that you should visit our Kendra and the monthly meet program. And so the topic you have chosen is so good. So let us start with a prayer to the Kendra prayer. Because we are making prayer that we want Bhadram, we want Swasti, and we want Naya or Margadarsakatvam. Then we want all our personal parts of our body, outside, inside, must be secure, and we should meditate upon our own self so that all dharmas which we have got to uncover and get into will be ours own, and we will be fully equipped. Okay. Now, we have already started the monthly program every month, and this is the 5th program, I believe, that we are going to have. And we have, see, last month we had Purushottam delivering a talk, and this month we have Sri Dr. Suryanarayana. I don't know much about him, but I know that he is a PhD from Bharatiya Kendriya Vidyapith, Tirupati, has taken and has been working in the Oriental College and also other institutions, and he is connected with our organizing programs. But not much taking time, I will allow him to start his talk, and if necessary, now and then anything he wants to introduce about his own self, welcome. And now he is talking on a very important topic, the Vedic science or science in Vedas, whatever you call, because all our rishis are basically scientists. Then also they are spiritualists. So they are able to combine the divine and human and make the human enriched with the necessary knowledge eternally. And therefore, this now, because whatever explanatory, analytical knowledge that we are finding, what we call as science, is there in the head of all our rishis. Because Rishi Bhashitam na mithya Rishi Bhashitam, they always give us wonderful knowledge which will make us more and more happier, and we love life. We want to completely live upon this earth and see we are all benefited. So not taking much of his time, and I will be not up to the end, but I will have to go and take another class. And so I will be there here for some more time listening, and I request Suryanarayan's permission. The conclusion will be done by either Seshachalaya or Vasan, and at the end of the whole program. And today we are recording it, and it will be there available for all people. And thanks to Seshachalaya, Vasan, and all people who have taken the arrangement responsibility. I thank you very much all. Sri Veda Purusha Asirvadostu. I request Suryanarayana to start, please.
Thank you very much, sir. योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयति अखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। या सत्संस्कृतिसम्प्रदायजननी या सर्वविद्याप्रसूः या देशस्य जनस्य सर्ववचसां च ऐक्यप्रदानोद्यताम् या वेदोपनिषत्पुराणचय सत्काव्यश्रिया राजते सा भाषाद्युसदां सदा विजयताम् आचन्द्रतारारुणम्। कमनीयकिशोरमुग्धमूर्तेः कलवेणुः क्वणिताद्रुताननेन्दोः मम वाचि विजृम्भतां मुरारेः मधुरिं नः कणुकापि कापि कापि। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमो नमः। First, pranams to Dr. Prabhakar sir and Seshachalaya sir, respected, and other members who participated and who are participating in this Pravachana Dhara program. Today I would like to say few words about how Vedic sciences are relevant for today's human life. The context is the quantized knowledge from which is beyond the fact and apprehension and showers the abundance in the practice is termed as Veda. It's a definition given by our ancestors. One of the famous nomen for this country is Veda Bhumi. The country's glory was amplified across the globe by the Sanatana Dharma only, which is the face context for the country. Entire Indian Vedic knowledge was embedded in the form of 4 Vedas. This Indian Vedic knowledge is absolutely used for the welfare of the mankind and society. Contextually, the entire Vedic scripts represented in the name of Vedatrayi, with Rigveda, Yajurveda and Samaveda as its branches. The combination and abstract of all the 3 Vedas is felt to be Atharva Veda. And also, Ayurveda, Dhanurveda, Gandharva Veda and Stapatya Shastra Veda were termed as sub-Vedas to Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda and Atharva Veda in order, respectively. The benefits pronounced from Vedas to be mankind are abundant and seamless. Since the word Veda was originated from the word, Sanskrit root word, which one we said Dhatu, which Dhatu creates, Dhatu means which word creates the meaning for verbs and other issues and other objects. There is one Dhatu Vidajnane. It resembles the base of seamless knowledge. Similarly, some Vedic texts like Vedo Kilo Dharma Moolam articulates the prominence of Veda. Entire Veda, Dharma is the origin of the Veda. Dharma is very mainly Dharma Swarupa had described in Vedas particularly. Then what is Dharma? As the text goes, in Nyaya Shastra, there is one book, a familiar book called Tarkasangraha, written by Annam Bhatta. He wrote in this book, Veda Vihita Janyaha Dharmaha, Veda Avihita Janyaha Adharmaha, which means performing the duties in line with Vedic scripts is Dharma, and paradox to the above is referred to Adharma. There is one quote is there, one sloka is there in Manusmriti, I think, Ahara Nidra Bhayamaidunancha Samanyametat Pasubhir Naranam Dharmo hi tesham adhiko visheshaha dharmena hinaha pasubhis samanaha. Meaning of this sloka is the common features between animals and humans are food, sleep, fear, offsprings. But dharma is the only characteristic which can be implemented by human, hence the one who did not imbibe dharma or lead a spiritual life will declare himself to be an animal. The sphere of accepts of dharma has been elucidated by Veda only. It is pertinent from the Vedic texts. They have been instrumental in the civic and cultural inheritance. The nitty-gritty of the Vedic texts are reformed and produced to the mankind in the form of epics, Shastras, to realize the salvation with this birth. Vedah pramanam, smrtayah pramanam, dharmadayuktam vachanam pramanam, yasya pramanam na bhavet pramanam, kastasya kuriyat vachanam pramanam. It means, if you have to prove any theory or any fundament, there should be a validity. Otherwise, it does not deserve. Only the abstract of the four Vedas have got such immense power to guide the mankind to live with the spiritual path. Since the abstract and the true spirit of the four Vedas can be articulated only by the scholars, the inherent secrets were brought to the society in the form of fine-tuned systems of epics, stories and habituated actions, etc. The Sanatana Dharma followers had an immense bonding with Yajna, because Yajna, this Bharata Bhumi, we are calling this Bharata Bhumi as a Karma Bhumi, Veda Bhumi, and also Yajna Bhumi also. So we have some immense bonding with Yajna Prakriya, Yajna system, Yajna theory. The priests invite the universal gods by chanting the Vedic scripts in a systematic way with Udatta, Anudatta, Swarita, Pluta, these type of some synonyms or symbols, sanyas, and provide ahuti, which is called yajna. As per the Vedic text, Agnimukha vai sarva devaha. This means all the deities manifest in the form of fire and on the receipt of ahuti. They bless the mankind with welfare. As it says, Yajno vai Vishnuhu. It means Lord Vishnu is also in the form of Yajna. All the living beings survives only with food. We know that. Because of for food production, rainfalls cause the grains to grow, clouds cause the rain, and Yajna causes the sky to form the clouds for rain, and the humans out of his dharma perform yajna. The rain, the grain, the man, all are the outcome of yajna. There is no doubt at all. Any person, if we see, and also achara and sampradaya, subhalakshanas, it says that's called subhalakshana. Subhalakshanas are prescribed and in Vedas particularly. How should we know? Any person can be a good person in the society by his character, personality, and attitude besides his dharmic deeds only. That's why Sarvalakshana Hinopi, there is one familiar quote is there. Sarvalakshana Hinopi yes sadacharavan naraha sraddhadhano anasuyascha satam varshani jivati. The sloka meaning is, this one is the meaning. The person who has respect and devotion to the Veda and is clean and pure at heart without being envious and is dharmic in deeds will prevail a happy and prosperous life with these minimal qualities. The conclusive part of Veda is Vedanta, the last trench of the Veda. Otherwise, it all depicts the minute secrets of dharma to keep the man in right path. What is the abbreviation of Vedanta? Vedasya antaha. Antaha means avasana bhagaha, Vedantaha, Upanishadaha. This quote taken from various Upanishads and Dasopanishad Sangraha, etc., from books, etc. So, Vedantartha vicharena. What is the use by studying Vedanta? Vedantartha vicharena jayate jnanam uttamam. Tena achantika samsara dukkha naso bhavatyalam. In Viveka Chodamani said, written by Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya, by studying the philosophy of Vedanta and Upanishads leads to divine knowledge which results in invasion of sorrows created by the mankind from his family life. We can see many more quotes, Vedic texts in Upanishads. Upanishads are also belongs to Veda only. There is no difference. We can see some examples. Satyam vada dharmam chara tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrutyoma amrutam gamaya satyanna pramaditavyam dharmanna pramaditavyam swadhyaya pravachanabhyam na pramaditavyam sraddhaya deyam asraddhaya na deyam dhiya deyam tyagene mrutatvamanasuhu. These all elements are useful to humankind only, not for others. It means satyam vada, say truth, dharmam chara, behave in a dharmic manner, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, don't go through dark and go through bright, satyana pramaditavyam, don't interrupt dharma and dharmic systems and satyana pramaditavyam, dharmana pramaditavyam, swadhyaya pravachanabhyam pramaditavyam. Read Vedas and establish Vedas for society by speeches. Give offerings with humbleness. Don't play ego. Give offerings with only humbleness. Dhiya deyam, sraddhaya deyam, asraddhaya na deyam. Understanding various Upanishad texts and their meanings only will make the life meaningful. Veda encompassed the Veda way of life with the deeds to be performed in day-to-day activities only. There is one Subhashita written by Bhartruhari. Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat, na bruyat, satyam priyam, priyam chanandrutam bruyat, esha dharma sanatanaha. Similarly, it said, Satyanna pramaditavyam satyam vada. All Subhashitas are also taken from Veda only, Vedic knowledge only. The deities portrayed in the Indian mythology are the form of truth and dharma. If we see any example in Ramayana, Lord Sri Rama is the true essence of truth and dharma. That's why we are saying, we are praising Rama as a Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha. To the incarnation is in the form of a human soul. The principles he not only performed, but he followed. That's why made him an ideal since centuries to follow. The ideal of Sri Rama merely resembles as rendered by Vedas. Veda Vedanta Vedyaya Megha Syamalamurtaye Pumsa Mohana Rupaya Punya Slokaya Mangalam Veda Vedanta Vedyaya. All the characters mentioned in Ramayana indicates and articulates varieties of human nature. Hence Ramayana is such an epic which also is followed across the globe for inculcating the behavioral economics. Sri Dasharatha, father of Lord Sri Rama, felt the boon given by him to his wife Kaikeyi as truth and inclined to accede to her demand. Even Lord Sri Rama also followed and guided by his father's principles and felt to respect his father's principles. It's quite a deserving statement by Lord Sri Rama in this context. I am taking this sloka from Ramayana, written by Valmiki. Satyameva, he said, Rama said, Satyameva Ishvaro Loke, Satyam Padmasritam Sada, Satyamulani Sarvani, Satya Nasti Param Padam. Nasti Satya Samo Dharmaha, Nasatyat Vidyate Param, Nahi Tevrataram Kinchit, Anrutadiha Vidyate. From Ramayana I had taken. It means there is no second for the truth. The existing and visible mankind is the firm form of truth only. There is no justice equal to truth. In the material life, there is no mere injustice beyond false. Rama ever preferred to safeguard the dharma not merely by preach, but indeed he never allowed adharma to reach the aura, and he hence even today the name itself reverberates with positivity only. We had some shastras in our Vedic literature. Nyaya, Darsana, Sankhya, Mimamsa, etc. Shad Darsanas. All Darsanas are belongs to and related to Veda only. All Darsanas establishing, exposing Vedic knowledge only. Either it's Vedanta, either it's Mimamsa, Nyaya, Vedanta, in anything. That shows moksha vichara, moksha margas only. All shastras showing for us. So any shastra never proclaim against the Veda. As said by Jagadguru Shankaracharya, Jantuonam Narajalma Durlabam. As per the Upanishads, it is the obvious duty of every mankind to make this life or the birth extensible in good deeds and utilize this for attaining the moksha. Antima Laksha, it's called moksha, Nisreyasa, and another word is there. Another word is also there, Nisreyasa, through Tattvajnana. So we are human beings with intellectually understand the good and the bad deeds that can be performed with this living body, and according distinguish our acts in God. Acts in good is good, cultured personality's quality. That's why Shankaracharya said, Jantuna Narajanma Durlava. Simply exaggerating to the lucrative facts which are non-real is the main reason that the human are unable to reach the real fact pronounced by the Veda Dharma. Any act of good or bad, any human can perform in the three forms only, which are physic, verbal and physical. How to distinguish the bad from these? From there is said, there is one line from Vasayana Bhashya, I am exposing and I am showing for you. Sarirena pravartamanaha himsa steya pratisiddha maidhuna nyacharachi vacha anruta parusha suchana sambadhani suchana asambadhani manasa paradroham paradravyam abhisa nastikyam cheti seyam papamika pravrittihi adharmaya adashubhaha Sarirena Danam, Paritranam, Paricharanancha, Vacha, Satyam, Hitam, Priyam, Swadhyayam Cheti, Manasa, Daya, Aspruha, Saddha Cheti. Which means wrong deeds be performed physically or violence, theft, womanism. And the wrong deeds be performed by verbal or speaking false, speaking rude, talking irrelevant, and physic deeds are thinking evil of others and being envious to others. Tyagaya sambruddhardanam satyaya mitabhashinam yasase vijigushunaam yoge nante tanutyajam, which sloka we can see in Raghuvamsa Mahakavya at first Sarga, first chapter. This sloka had taken from Raghuvamsa Mahakavya. Accordingly, Mahakavi Kalidasa said, for humankind, he said that emperors of Raghu always speaks in necessary actions only. Unnecessarily they did not spoken, and they followed this principle to avoid lie and protect truth. That's why so analyzed which one said Satyam Vada. Veda is the mixture of Aranyaka, Brahmana, etc. Let us depict the significance of Brahmanam at this stage. There are numerous meanings for the word Brahma. One of the meaning is mantra, as said in Shatapatha Brahmana, Brahma vai mantraha. One more meaning for Brahma is yajna. Since all the Vedic rituals related to yajna have been depicted in this character, they are all called they are called as Brahmanas. As narrated in Brahmanam, yajno vai sreshtatamam karma sarvasmat papmanam niruchyate ye evam vidvan agrihotram juhoti. By doing any yajna, one gets self-elevated besides elevation to the mankind by giving divine waves. The havissu offered during yajna immerse in the air and spread in the universe and helps the nature to flourish with rains in time and proper harvest. This is also in Gita as Annad Bhavanti Bhutani. Another Subhashita is also there. Annad Bhavanti Bhutani Parjanya Dhanna Sambhavaha Yajna Bhavati Parjanyaha Yajna Karma Samudbhavaha. And we can see some more interesting topics in Veda, in Vedic knowledge. We can see day-to-day activities also. How? Maitram prasadhanam snanam dantadhavana manjanam purvanna eva kurvita devatanancha pujanam uttaya paschime yame shantamanaso vinidraha sativirodhe tatyaktva noche tatra samsthitaha समौ प्राणापाने धृत्वा दिवाकरं समस्कृत्य समुत्थाय दिवाकरेण प्रोल्लसिते पद्मे मानसं हंसं समाश्रयेत्. श्रोत्रियं सुभगं गां च अग्निम् अग्निचिदं तथा प्रातरुत्थाय यः पश्येत् आपभ्यः तत्र मुच्यते. Yes, said every day one should watch a principled Vedic scholar, a Subhasini, Ahitagni, a cow, and we have to perform body cleaning activities by brushing, bath, and perform Sandhya Vandana, Aharaha Sandhyam Upasita, other related puja in the first day of the day. Our Veda always explains these positive deeds only, which belongs to day-to-day activities. Why should we give importance to Vedic scholar or Brahman? Why should we give respect for him? Because there is one familiar mantra is there. Brahmano vai sarva devataha sarvabhirevainam devatadhiruddharati sta sarva vedabhiti brahmane vasanti tasmat brahmanebhyo vedavidhyo dive dive namaskuryat na slilam kirtayet. And another word is there, daivadhinam jagat sarvam mantradhinam tu daivatam tanmantram brahmanadhinam brahmana mama devata. So you can understand maybe the meaning of these mantras. And one more thing, Veda says that Achara and Sampradaya is very, very important for humankind. Achara labhate hyayuhu, Achara dipsita prajaha, Achara dhanamakshayyam, Acharo hanti alakshanam. Duracharo hi purusho loke bhavati ninditaha, dukkhabhagi cha satatam, vyadhito alpayurevacha. That is the importance of achara. By proper education and implementation, only the age grows, the dynasty grows, the wealth grows. The one who performs wrong deeds will have a shorter lit and shorter life also. Today people are following this achara. They are cleaning their hands and maintaining social distance. It is also called, we can call achara because of this COVID situation. We understand that, we are seeing now. सर्वलक्षणहीनोऽपि यः सदाचारवान्नरः श्रद्धाधानो अनसूयस्य शतं वर्षाणि जीवति. Whether one performs good deeds or not, if one has interest and dedication to the Vedic scriptures and Vedic knowledge, Vedic texts, and he is beyond envy, he is a scholar, as said by H.H. Jagadguru Shankaracharya, पठन्तु शास्त्राणि यजन्तु देवतान् कुर्वन्तु कर्माणि भजन्तु देवताः, which means read Vedas, understand the Vedic knowledge, praise the Lords with various routes by puja, archana, yajna, homa, japa, etc. Secure the Veda and perform Vedic yajnas. It is evident that human birth is possible for attaining the stage of sacredness is not possible to all. And one more, there is one more topic is there. By seeing someone in the early morning, we can get good results in the day. It is also prescribed and in Veda only. How? Nityagnihotri niratannadata Vedanta vilmasa sahasrajivi Paropakari cha pativrata cha Shajjiva loke mama vandaniyaha. Meaning of the sloka is the one who offers food to all every day, the one who performs Agnihotram every day, the scholar in philosophy or in other Vedas, the one who witnessed 1,000 full moon days, who offers his service for welfare of mankind, a virtuous wife are always respectable, must watchable in the day of the morning, in every morning, every day. They are all, these people are respectable persons forever. The significance of food, the importance of food was described in Annasuktam also. Annasuktam is related to Veda, which belongs to maybe Yajurveda. There is one sentence is there. Annam na nindyat. Don't blame food. Tad vratam prano va annam. Food is the only prana, main heart. It's like heart functioning like this. And sariram annadam prane sariram pratitishthati sarire prana pratitishthati tadetad annam anne pratishtitam ya etad annam anne pratishtitam vede pratitishthati अन्नवान अन्नादो भवति महान भवति प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसेना. Anna Suktam. The importance of food is also quoted in Veda mantras. In all the parts of Veda, Krishna Yajurveda, Taittiriya Brahmana, there is said a mantra. It's called Sunala Pannam, which one belongs to Taittiriya Brahmana. Iraye Kinasam, one mantra is there. Iraye Kinasam. Through this mantra, it was articulated that the Veda always established the societal benefit and it only focused on the human and nature welfare. To conclude, it needs to be stated that Veda is not for a self-benefited practice. Instead, it encompasses all parts of the society and their welfare. That's why what is being stated as every time we can say, we are saying in Anasamaradhanas and other programs, in spiritual programs, for the societal benefit, we are saying Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Saha Viryam Karavavahai, Tejasvi Navadhi Tamastuma Vidvishavahai, Om Shanti 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 Sahana Bhavatu, we will live together. So, Vedic knowledge is very, very useful for mankind, human beings. So, I am very, very thankful to Dr. Prabhakar sir and N. Seshacharya sir for saying, for getting this wonderful opportunity in this Pravachandara program. Thank you very much.
I thank Suryanarayana Garu for giving excellent an eye-opening speech to our group. I thanks once again Suryanarayana Garu and Prabhakar Garu for arranging this program. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wonderful kind of summary or glimpses of what some of the scriptural sayings and all to us. I want to know, when you were mentioning about the Sunnalapannam, can you please explain briefly, because of the time constraint, like whatever you can. Thank you.
Okay. In another meeting, in next meeting, I will take in some sentences and mantras from Sunnalapannam, and I will show how it's useful for mankind, especially for children. So Sunnalapannam is prescribed, Sunnalapannam that was prescribed in Veda for Balarishta Santi, because some children are getting, when some children are getting fever, etc. In olden days, our ancestors read this Sunnalapannam to prevent the diseases.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pasyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet, kale bhavatu varshanyah prithvi sasyashalini, deso yamkshobarahitah brahmanah santu nirbhayah, aputra putrinas santu pautrinas, adhana sadana santu jivantu saradam satam. Harihi Om Tassat.